Hello and welcome. This is a video of Trendle Creations. It's been a little bit because I have been sick and hurting myself ragged, so now that I'm feeling a little bit better, we're going to get into our next custom order, which is a paperweight modeled after the 2112 Rush album cover. So we're going to jump over to the computer and do some 3D modeling. Alright, so I have printed this off on my 3D printer and I've modeled it so that way there should be a human and a star in the middle, human on both sides, so you can see the pattern whichever way you're looking at it. So now that we've got this, we're able to pour our resin and start our project. So now that we've got this weighed out, we just need to weigh out a tiny little bit for making smoke lines. Alright, so now that I've got my two parts weighed out and my stuff for the smoke, we're just going to add some dye into this to make it actually look like smoke. Nice gray is what we're going for. So, considering I don't have a gray, we are going to be using a mixture of white and black to get what I'm looking for. Now, if you were actually mixing white and black, it wouldn't be transparent, it would be opaque. But in this circumstance, I'm not using too much of it, so it doesn't really matter if it's clear or not. Besides, it's smoke. Alright, so now that we have our resin weighed out, we're just going to give these a quick shake because you're always supposed to shake these before using them. And then we can try to get ourselves a nice smoky gray. Okay, so I'm going to say, I've done this before, so 2 drops white to 1 drop black, because black always overpowers white, and we're looking for smoke colors, not black. So, yeah. Now we're good to just mix this. So, as you can see, that is actually a perfect smoky gray. So now we're going to add catalyst to this, and we should be able to put this through the vacuum chamber, pour our first half, add some smoke lines, and then come back to set this in and pour the second half. So let's get on to it. So now that we have added our catalyst, vacuum pumped this, we are good to pour our first half, and then add our smoke lines, come back in a little bit, and set this in once it's partially dry. So here we go. Okay, so we poured our first half. We're just going to add a tiny little bit of catalyst to this. Okay, so change of plans here. I'm going to go back to the way I used to do it, which is very skillfully. So I guess give me a minute and I will start adding some smoke lines. Alright, now I'm not going to lie, this is kind of hard to see, so hopefully I've added enough smoke. He doesn't want that much, just enough to cover around it. So on that happy note, we are going to leave this for a little while, come back, and set that piece in the middle. So hopefully this dries the way I hope it will. Alright, well, we will come back in a little while. Alright, so as you can see, we've let this dry.
Smoke patterns, I don't know if you can see, they're looking pretty good actually. Hopefully it's not too much. And we've got our second half of the resin. We're just going to add our catalyst, vacuum pump this, make a little bit more smoke, and add it to the top. And fingers crossed this turns out good, because this is not the first time. So I had to make up just another little bit here. Apparently I did not remember my measurements, so hopefully this is enough and we can add the smoke. Okay, so that's what I like to see. Alright, the old proverb of waste not, want not. I've just filled my old molds with what I had left. That way I can hopefully make some interesting little eyeballs or something. Anyways, now comes the interesting part. I tried fiddling around with the straw, and I don't think that's actually going to work. So, as much as the needles I bought don't work the greatest, I'm going to have to make do. So, here goes nothing, I guess. Alright, so we're going to leave this, and fingers crossed that I didn't overdo it and I didn't underdo it. So let's just hope for the best and see how this turns out, I guess. So we'll come back and check this. Alright, so we've let this sit overnight, and fingers crossed this is looking good. So pull this out of the mold and I guess take a look. I mean, that doesn't actually look too bad, I don't think. So hopefully after we clean this up, this ends up looking pretty darn good. I think actually I might have had a winner with this one. So we're going to go outside and sand this up and see how this turns out. Alright, so as you can see, I took the power sander to this and got this pretty well good. I have sent a picture to the customer and he is happy with this, so I'm going to finalize this. And so at this point we're just going to get into some hand sanding. We're going to start with 80 and work our way up like we normally do. What did I see first you playing? What did I see then you saying? That we're melody. Oh, what did I see? What did I see then you singing? Alright, so we've got this nice and sanded. Now we just need to polish this, which, again, I'm happy that he enjoys this. So we'll get this nice and clean, and this should finish off his order. Alright, so I've sanded this down again, and I've given this a real nice polish, and as you can see, this turned out pretty good. The one side not as smoky as the other, but he's happy with it all the same, and I'm actually really happy with how this turned out myself. So this gives me ideas for a lot of smoke designs in the future, and yeah, this has been fun working on this. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit this. That will notify you of anything in the future that comes out, and this will take you to another video of an arts and crafts or a guitar video. Maybe even video games. So hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Bye for now.